Hey everybody, I'm back. It's Urena with Serenity Relations with Urena, here with a few of my friends. We're just kind of like pre-gaming a little bit. We're going to go out and have a good time in Atlanta and wanted to stop and play a game called 12 Questions, talking about relationships. Hopefully you can pull something from it that may be helpful, that may get you talking, that may get you thinking, and just have a good time. So I'm glad you can join us. Oh, keep on? Okay. All right. So 12 questions. So here I have my friends. I have Sadie. I have Shamika. I have Alexander. And I have Donald. You're so funny. So we're going to play 12 questions. All the questions are about relationship. Let's get started. So let's see. I'm going to go first. I want to, So how this is going to work is we're going to pull a question out of the box. They don't know the questions. And these are questions that I've received from people who want some answers or some guidance. The person who pulls has to answer the question and then direct the answer to the next person who can give an answer to the question. That didn't make sense, did it? Okay. Let's we got it. The person that pulls answers the question and then picks a person that they want to answer that same exact question. And then anyone can chime in. We have a timed response. And then we go to the next one, so we're just going in rotation. So here we go. Here's the first question. I don't know what this was. I know, you ready? All right. Does a man in an exclusive relationship with a woman have the right to request a DNA test without angry backlash if she's pregnant? Wow. Wow. Okay, so my answer is a man always has the right to be sure of whether the child that's in the stomach of the woman who he's with is his, because I do know that a lot is going on with as far as people saying, oh, this is your baby, and then 18 years later, oh, this wasn't your baby. So I do think that he has the right. However, I don't think that he has he has to be prepared for the backlash. Like if I'm in a relationship with you and you question whether this child is yours or you want a DNA test, of course I'm going to feel some kind of way, because if we're in this exclusive relationship, I'm going to feel disrespected. I'm going to feel like, how dare you? But this is a normal emotion. And I think that it should be understood that just be ready for the emotion. Be ready for her being angry or hurt, crying or yelling. Be ready. But you do have a right to ask no. Alexander. What do you think?
I 100% believe you should have the right to get a DNA test without backlash.
Preach.
Because there's always been the thing of mama's baby, papa's baby. So I think it shouldn't be anything to be offended by. If later on down the line and you have to sue this guy for child support and all that, hey, it's already yours.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's a dog in the bag for you too.
Right. Anybody else want to answer the question?
Everybody.
I would definitely chime in on that question.
Okay. Donald.
Hell. Okay, so now you said be ready for the backlash.
Correct.
Also, be ready to find out that it's not yours.
How do you know it's not yours though?
What?
You don't know that.
When you find out, though. When you constantly looking at the kid and the kid keeps growing and all of a sudden they don't look like you as much as they did at first, it's like,
No,
wow.
it looks like your great grandmama.
Until it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, golly, why your eyes so round?
So basically, what are you saying?
Yes.
What are you saying?
So what I'm saying is, I'm agreeing with Alex. You have the right.
Yes.
You just want
Because, in my opinion, women actually cheat better than men.
Well, wait. What does the relationship look like after you've taken a DNA test? Are you guys still good?
It depends
Hopefully
on
so.
It depends on the
Hopefully
right. So now, all right.
But okay,
Yeah,
got
if
you.
it's not, then yeah, it's definitely things to figure out.
Okay.
Right.
If it is, then you got to stroke your lady's back.
Okay,
for about
that's all
a
I'm
year
saying.
and a half.
I love when I am present.
No, you gotta have that
A lot
talk
of
coming into
massage.
it. Hey, look,
You know what I'm saying?
if this ever becomes a thing, you come.
A lot
I'm
of
getting the
foot
test.
rub.
Right. Exactly. But,
Okay.
All right, so
but
we
fellas,
agree.
Fellas, watch the ones who just look like everything.
I'm done.
Everybody wants them, man.
I can't.
They might.
They have options.
Why you out there getting your credit up?
Okay, all right. So anyway, moving on.
Dang.
Next question. I'm gonna just go to my left.
Okay.
first. Mhm.
Oh Lord, something's telling me to get this one right here.
Something's telling you.
Okay. What do you think about women being labeled aggressive when they let a man know they are interested in him? You know, this is a really good question for me because I'm very much so traditional. You know, and I believe that if a man wants to be in your life or he's interested, because I'm more of a traditional thinker, I expect for him to approach me. But I also understand that this is 2020 and a lot has changed in terms of building relationships and expressing your interest and things of that sort. And I think that there's nothing wrong with a woman approaching a man and letting him know that he is interested.
That she's interested.
That I'm sorry, excuse me, that she is interested. I'm sorry, that she is interested. And she shouldn't be labeled aggressive because I've heard a lot of men say, if you don't give me the eye contact,
Right.
if you don't give me a smile, if you don't let me know that you're interested, then I'm not going to do anything.
Right.
So I don't think that in today's time, a woman should be labeled as aggressive when she, you know, when she shows
Shows interest.
interest.
Okay,
Not at
got it.
all. Not at
Okay.
all. Because I think that things have changed.
Okay.
And men are now wanting there to be some more reciprocity. You know,
Okay.
there's less hunter spirit, I think.
Okay.
Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. There's less hunter spirit, and men now want some reciprocity.
Okay. Who would you like to answer that question as well?
Raina, I want you to answer.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
let it in. Like,
People. I mean, 3. Okay. So anyway, so really, I have a problem with women being labeled aggressive when if they say something to show that they're interested. I think that should be okay. Like I don't think that they should be, oh, she's too aggressive, she's too thirsty. I can't stand that because when men do it, no one says that about them, or well, maybe a lot of people don't. And so I do think that it's okay for a woman to say that she's interested. So maybe to give you a little bit of the okay signal to come in and say and have the dialogue or whatever, and go from there. So yeah, I don't like that label aggressive. I think that it should be thrown down the toilet in 2020 and further years beyond.
I'm gonna chime in.
Quickly, you got 10 seconds.
It can be aggressive.
If
Now,
it's unwanted.
It can be aggressive if it's unwanted and it's like you give the hint that okay, I'm not down for it, and it's like you keep trying and then now you're
Okay.
embarrassing me,
Okay.
and I'm in a different situation where it's like no, I need
So I
to.
think that aggressiveness is not gender specific.
It's not.
I
Because
agree.
it goes both ways.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would
Hands
say
down.
this, as far as people saying anything, most people are very understanding and they know that men are going to naturally be the ones normally to try to pursue what they want. But if you see something that you want, you can't wait for everything to just come to you sometimes.
Right.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
Honey. I like that. You did that. Matter of fact, you go next.
Let's see this.
Okay.
Trying to cheat off
He
it.
opened it like it's the Oscars.
And
And the winner is.
I'm trying not to do a Steve Harvey.
Oh God.
If a man asks a woman on a date overnight trip out of state, should he be expected to pay?
I've seen.
Okay. So, on this topic, it's one of those things where you have to have that understanding up front of what it is, what it's going to be, and this, that, and third. If I asked you out somewhere and you say, well, I don't have these things, and I didn't plan for this, well, then it's my responsibility. You shouldn't have to then.
Okay.
I got everything from here forward because I asked you. All I'm asking is for your company.
Okay.
Now, if y'all are not on that level and this person, they want to do whatever, they want to assist in whatever way they feel they can assist, financially or otherwise, then they should be allowed to have their right to say, I want to do that.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Who do you want to answer that question as well?
I'm gonna hand it over.
Shamika.
I don't think that it should be an expectation,
Okay.
but I think that it should be a contribution.
Okay.
I think that you should be able to contribute. I think in 2020, as women that want to be able to have a lot, that want to be able to say, would you like to go on a date? Would you like to be able to do this? I think that we should be prepared as well as we ask the men to be prepared to be.
Yeah.
So maybe it should not be the expectation that, hey, it's all on you, but I think that we should be able to be a contributing factor. And if we cannot, the man is asking, I will hope that he understands that it should not be on us. But at some part of the trip, I think that you should contribute.
Yes.
Men deserve that as well.
I'm gonna chime in on that.
You should have me.
10 seconds.
All right, 10
You should
seconds.
have that.
Amazing.
10 seconds, real quick. Men, prepare to pay for the shit. Men, prepare to pay for the ish.
And
Who's it
next.
Ooh, let me like shuffle it around.
Shuffle it around.
I'll take this one.
Okay.
It's a lot of words on this. If a woman has sex with a man on the first date, has she ruined her chances of having a serious relationship with him in the future? I don't know. I've known people that have had sex on the first date and have gotten married. I'm a little bit traditional. If I like a man, I would definitely probably not want to have sex on the first date.
Okay.
Because I would like for him to see me for more than the physical, and I wouldn't want to do that.
Okay.
I would want to take a different approach.
Okay.
Not that I don't want it, but I can wait.
Mhm.
That does not mean that it can't go further. I think if both parties are mature and know what they want, then
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Okay. You're such a lady. You're such a lady. Who do you want to answer that question?
I would like for Sadie
I think you were gonna come to me.
Sadie.
to answer that
You know,
question.
I too know that, I think there's a lot of value placed on sex. I understand it, and how it can either help a relationship or hinder a relationship. I too know, people who have had sex on the first date and they've been together for many years. I don't think that withholding sex for the purpose of making sure that the relationship grows, I don't think that works anymore. Because
Okay.
a man can stay around and wait for you to give it to him and still leave you.
That's
Ooh.
right.
So it doesn't matter. I think that is really
Facts.
about maturity.
Facts.
Just
Absolutely.
like my sis over here says about maturity, about what two people want going in. Because sometimes that chemistry is just so you can't even get around it. That's just the result. But ultimately, you can wait, give it 5 years from now, and he can still leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
One
this.
more guy.
It's not date specific, it's person specific. There
Okay.
are times when coming in, this is what this is gonna be no matter when we do this. And then
Okay.
there are times when things could develop faster than what you thought. You can go in with one mindset and it changes. And you can also come in and say, we're gonna do this one time, and then it ends up in marriage. And then like you said, you have the guy that you say, well, I normally like to wait and this is this. So as a man, what a lot of women don't understand with men is which we love challenges. So once you say, I'm gonna give it to you in 90 days, we're gonna say, I'm gonna make it 89 or better. Now it becomes a challenge. And then he still leaves.
Right. Got you, Alexander.
Just let it happen when it happens.
Let it happen when it happens. Okay.
Let it be organic.
Everybody's comfortable.
Boom.
Okay, why does it seem like men in Atlanta are afraid to approach women in social settings? Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Are you a man? Boy? What the hell is wrong with you? I don't understand this question. Okay, why does it seem like
You have that
we're gonna
problem.
try to answer it again? Like, nah.
Answer it.
You You have that
Okay,
problem?
I have no problems with it.
I've seen the problem, so that's why.
I have
right.
too.
And have you?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Every day.
And
You
I've
haven't
heard
seen it?
responses
I do know
to
people-
that.
Okay, you know what? Yeah.
You've
Because
never been somewhere,
No, yeah,
and
because-
all the men are with their friends,
dudes are
and
laying
pretty
these days.
women are
No,
coming
no,
in,
you're right.
Everyone you see.
and no one says anything. No one
Yeah.
approaches.
You're right. Dudes are lame as hell all these years.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
Since the Olympics came to Atlanta.
Oh
Because the thing is, it's been more a thing about impressing women with my fancy car
Material.
or my this, and it's like, oh, I got this, I can pay for your bills, this, but they really have no real conversation other than
No substance.
Okay.
exactly. It's no meat to the bone. It's just all
Okay.
Superficial.
fried bone.
Okay.
What the hell is
Oh,
that?
Lord.
So
Not
the
fried
thing is, if you have a real conversation, like for example, the quote, "It's not tricking if you got it."
Right.
Oh, it's still tricky.
Right, it's
It's
tricking.
still tricky.
So what are you saying?
They're not confident in themselves, and what they're really scared of is public rejection.
Okay.
Most
Yeah.
men will talk to you in private. They can
Okay.
take a L, a lowercase L,
Okay.
but it's hard to wear a capital L when you're in front of everybody, and everybody in the club know you got shot.
No, I've heard like you're around too many women, and you know you have like more than 3. It's hard.
Is that true? More than 3
For
women?
weak men, yes.
No,
Well, I can't
but
even
no,
say
but
that's
no,
true.
no.
Because if
Well,
you have,
alright.
because what they feel like is
Uh-huh.
their girlfriends is gonna talk against them, and they're gonna try to protect her from this guy.
Key word for weak men.
For weak
Well,
men.
for
But for
men, we
strong
want you
men-
guys to know that we're rooting for our girlfriend.
And
We
I would
are.
say, and real men understand that the girlfriends make the one you're trying to talk to more comfortable.
Right.
They
That's
do.
really what it is.
Yeah.
So just make sure the
We're the
girlfriends like
wingmen.
you too.
Yeah.
Wingling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, it's back to me.
It is back to you.
Back to you.
Somebody put this on the back table. Okay, here we go. Oh, jeez. What makes a man send confusing signals to a woman he appears interested in?
Oh.
Okay, so wow. Okay, so I believe that from what I've seen in my experience, that sometimes what to us looks like confusing signals is really he don't want you,
Yeah.
or he wants something, and that's the only thing he
That's
wants.
right.
So he gives you a little bit, then he takes some back, and then he gives you a little bit more to keep you interested, and he takes some back because he wants something from you. And so that's one part of it. Another part of it, in my experience and from what I've seen from couples that I've counseled, is that sometimes the man is not in a place where he's ready to settle down or ready to know where he wants to go with his life when it comes to a relationship. So sometimes, even though he may be feeling a woman or interested in a woman, he doesn't really know, okay, where do I stand? And he doesn't want to take her down that road of confusion. And so sometimes he'll do whatever to bring her in, and then be like, oh wait, no, we're getting too close. I got some things to do with me first, or whatever.
That's more like he
you know.
doesn't feel worthy, and he wants to keep her on standby until he's ready.
Oh, say it, preach.
Or
Because I'm a woman, so
or
you know.
you got some badass friends. He want to know who's gonna pop off first.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Something
Okay.
that happen.
Or he'll
He's still
scope
not
the
ready,
whole team
though.
and see
Yeah.
which one.
Yeah, but that's the
Who he
thing.
feels
That's
is
the,
the
but I'm
wounded
saying. But like
lamb.
lame dudes are gonna go in for the
For the
lame
weakest.
kill.
They're gonna try
Okay.
to get the
You see what I'm
weakest
saying?
one.
Exactly.
Okay,
A
okay.
real dude is gonna go in for what he wants.
Okay.
And
You
he's
see what I'm
gonna
saying?
clear
A real
what he
dude
wants.
is going to, like, say for example, if I'm across the room and it's like, oh, I want to holler at her.
Mhm.
I'm coming at you, but I'm gonna make sure your friends like me because I'm trying to holler at you.
Okay.
You see what
Oh, I
I'm saying? A
didn't
weak
know that.
dude is gonna kind of throw things in the air to see who's
Everybody, he's
popping.
throwing hooks at everybody.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
Exactly.
That's what y'all
Okay.
doing. Oh, I didn't know.
Right.
Okay. All right
Wow.
there.
Strong dude going for it.
Let me mix it up.
Mix it up. Mix it
Shamika.
up.
Shake it up, it's back on me.
Shamika.
Okay, got it.
On that shit.
Strong dude know what they want.
I know.
Okay, can 2 people really be friends with benefits with no hurt feelings down the road? As the 38-year-old me, the answer is yes.
Okay.
I am clear.
Okay.
And I know I move a little bit different. But for me, I am kind of, I don't know, I heard somebody say before, like, I'm clear about what this is. If I see that I have a good benefit of this friendship, this is somebody that I love talking to, we may be both in a lonely state, but relationship-wise, this is just not what I can get, I'm going to still love you. We're gonna still do our thing. This is your job.
Mm.
Don't kiss me on the mouth.
Damn!
It is what it is. Who you want to answer that question?
I would like done.
Oh Lord.
Alright, if I can't kiss you in the mouth, can I kiss you on your lips?
You can kiss me on the other set of lips.
Hey!
When you kiss me on those other set of lips,
I love it.
I love you as my friend.
Right,
I'm not in
exactly.
love with you.
I understand
clear.
that, yeah.
Woo, woo.
That's
All right. All right.
That's a great rule.
Too much. Oh Lord.
People should have
And you get no breakfast.
And you got to leave tonight.
Tonight.
Okay, threesome.
And don't text me when you get
No,
home.
I don't care. I don't care.
I do care.
Oh wait, we're talking about
Yeah, we gotta
threesomes.
make sure you allow for the
Wait
next
a
session.
minute. Threesomes. What?
Breakfast, maybe one person.
Wait a minute. Threesomes. I heard the word
Threesomes. Are they good for a relationship or bad for a relationship? Okay. I really personally think it depends on the relationship, and men, once again, the woman dominates that whole conversation right there. Okay, are we clear? If it's gonna be another woman entering in, let the woman bring the woman. All right. If it's gonna be someone else coming in, let the woman be the one who's comfortable with the whole situation, and don't be a lapdog talking about I gotta have a threesome. All right, just let it happen. Chill, calm down.
I would like to be a volunteer for you to pick me next. Not say that I have any experience in the threesome. However, I do have friends that have had experience in threesomes, and this is what their relationship and their marriages have been based on. And then later on down the line, they're like, the lady doesn't want this anymore. Usually the reason why the woman doesn't want it anymore from people that I know that have this experience is what separates me from being the queen of this castle. Are you starting to do more things for her? Are you starting to do sneaky things outside of? Or is this solely still remaining with you and I? So it still comes back down to, I think, to the relationship, the trust, and if I'm still gonna be your baddest bitch
And
in
see,
your
I think it's
mind,
based
I
on-
still gotta be number one.
And I also think it's based on what the turn on is.
Yeah.
Maybe the turn on is you
excuse me.
want to see someone appreciate your mate, knowing that we good. I don't mind someone appreciating, kind of seeing this or kind of doing something here and there.
Now,
And so every
Gotcha. You
relationship
have something
is
quick to say?
now the other part of that is depends on your relationship. If you're monogamous, maybe you should stay monogamous.
You should.
If you're in a polyamorous relationship, like so many people here in Atlanta are, you
speak so well.
you can
Grammatically. You're so articulate.
you can that does strengthen that relationship, and you got to make sure that whoever you're with, they're not begrudgingly doing this
Right.
because
Exactly.
they want to do it for you. It got to be something that they want to do as well.
Absolutely.
So if you're trying this with a straight woman who's like, well, I mean, I'm gonna do it for my man, that's different from she likes
She
women.
wants to do it.
And
So
this
true.
is something that she wants
That's
as well.
very true.
Because you got to look at it. If she's straight, she feels like she's losing something. If she's bi, she feels like she's gaining something.
Just real quick, I say I know someone who was involved in a relationship like that, and they said they were cool with it until they heard the other woman, their dude make a sound, a moan, with the other woman that he never made with her, and she was
See?
done. She was done from then. She was like, he made this sound when he was inside of her that he has not made with me, and that really ruined the whole thing for her. And she said she would never do it again. So. I
You
think-
gotta be willing to understand
Those
what
are
comes
not
with it.
what
You
is
gotta
always
have that
funny.
mental
Right.
toughness.
I don't want to.
You may not be the best.
But yeah. But what?
You may not be the best.
But is there a but after that?
Maybe you should just go start practicing, do some Kegels or something.
No.
Questions. We're done. So we're gonna have a nice time out in Atlanta, and thank you for joining us. Hope you were entertained. Hope you got some information. And please see me again, SerenityBehavioralHealth.net counseling. I'm running a special. Chime in on whatever you want to chime in as well. Do comments. If you have questions for our next 12 questions, go ahead and put the questions down in the comment section, and we'll see what questions get picked, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Say bye bye, everybody.
Bye.